Hey guys, it's me, Crypto Collision again. I wanted to show you Bitcoinly. Now this one's definitely going to be a higher risk investment. This is not one of the regular lending platforms that I have taken part in up to this point. One of my pretty basic rules when investing in these has been that I want a coin to back it. A coin backing a platform basically gives the value to the participants, as where something like this, you put it in and they, at least according to them, they're trading with your money and then they're paying you out of that. So I do have a link below for it if you do want to do it. One that I'm going to say is not for everybody. It's a lot higher risk. As you can see here, I went ahead and put a couple of $100 in it, just because, you know, and the thing that everybody always says, don't risk more than you're willing to lose. So if they run away with $200, then I'm going to be okay. So yeah, if this is something you want to consider, you know, you'll have to do your own do your own due diligence and think about it, whether or not you're willing to take this sort of risk. The reason I'm even making this video is because it was brought to my attention earlier that today's the last day that they're going to be offering 3.6% daily. That's real high, and they're lowering it to 2% a day. Now, I always like when companies back off of their original offer. And I know that sounds almost silly, but when they say, all right, that was kind of an introductory thing to get some stuff going, to get some buzz, that kind of thing, and now we're going to back it down to something a little more sustainable. I really like when they do that, because it means that they're planning on hanging around for, you know, if they were just going to get what they could get and haul ass, then they just continue with this 3.6, and you know they already got $1 million in here, and then they just take off. I do feel like when a company backs down a little bit and moves to something more sustainable, that does show at least that they have some plans of not just hauling ass tomorrow. So this has been around for 22 days. You know, a few thousand people, $1 million, and they're lowering it. Today is the last day that 3.6 is going to be offered, which is why I'm making this video. I went ahead. This is the deposit. Interesting system. It almost acts just like a wallet. You don't have to buy anything or whatever, you know. And this is the first one that I've participated in like this since I've been more educated. I did make a mistake in my very, very first 2 or 3 days of crypto investing, and that was BitLake, and that was stupid. I got in I got in the day after the last time they paid out. So I put $150 in it and never saw a penny. So so that was a great learning experience, and I was smart enough to put $150 in it instead of, you know, a Bitcoin or something. Yeah, I didn't want to go into something that I wasn't sure of with too much skin in the game. I just didn't want, like I said, you only put as much as you're willing to lose. So really, you hit this deposit button, and it tells you the plan. You'll be able to see when you hit it whether or not they're still offering this 3.6. That's why I went ahead and did it, because they're offering 3.6 daily. Now what I did, or what you would do, is just say how much you want to put in there. I put $200, and then by the time it was confirmed, it was actually worth 202. So you are still subject to the volatility of Bitcoin in the meantime. Anyways, I went ahead and did 100% compounding. I did 100% compounding, which means that I'm not going to see anything for 4 months. You know, they release your, if I'm not mistaken anyway, they release your they release it in 4 months. So basically, I just put this here to ignore it and forget about it, and with any luck, it'll last long enough to where they give me a nice big payout at the end. And if not, then like I said, I didn't sell the farm to invest in it. So you know, maybe I don't think that that very many people would go with 100% compounding. Certainly not with this long or that long. You know, but with $200, I figured it's just a gamble. You know, how many of you have bought a lottery ticket? You know, it's a gamble, an absolute gamble. Certainly with 100% compounding, it's a complete gamble. It might just bite me in the ass, and it will be whatever it is. You know, so that's why I went ahead and did $200. And so yeah, I put this on 100% compounding. Then I just hit this, which I don't really know. Anyways, whether or not that's necessary to touch that. You hit the spend, and then it spits out your address, your Bitcoin address, and then when you send your Bitcoin, they wait for 3 confirmations, and then it's invested. It's done. You don't have to do anything else. So this says 0. My other one said 100%, $200. And it tells you the amount, and it gives you this address right here. Please send this much to this address, and that's that. Yeah, like I said, you send it in, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to invest it, or like we're more familiar with putting it in the wallet on the platform, and then buying the coins, the ICO tokens, or whatever you're doing. But anyways, yeah, so I just thought it would be an interesting shoot in the dark to try to do this. Now, if you did want to come in bigger, they do have this new account bonus that's for a minimum of a half of a Bitcoin. And you would put this BTC promo 1 if you did do that much. That's it's too rich for my blood at this point. I'm not there yet. So yeah, I did what I'm comfortable with. I implore you to do the same, especially on something like this. I'm super excited to put thousands of dollars into gold rewards. I have 1,000 tokens now. I want to get a couple thousand more tokens, at least 1,000 more tokens, and something like that. I feel comfortable doing so, and I don't want to speak poorly of Bitcoinly because I have no point of reference as far as how everything's going to go in the future. But like I said, for the most part, I want a token backing what I'm doing, and that doesn't really necessarily mean anything because we've seen a lot of these, use the token as an ICO, and then that's that. They say bye. But I do know that this is paying, and I do know that $200 is not going to break the bank for me. So, like I said, if I never see it again, then whatever. But if I do, yeah, see, initial capital release after 120 days. So I put 100% compounding. So I think that's going to be a fairly, I think at 3.6, I think 38 days, 28 days, I think was the break even, and then and it's compounding the amount that's already been compounded. So it's going to be big, possibly a fairly large, even $200 is going to be a fairly large payout. Somebody else might not think it's a good idea to bet on them being around for 120 days, but that's exactly what it is for me. It's a bet, and if you don't consider yourself a gambler, then maybe you don't want to get into this one. I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to get into the 3.6 daily, because if you get into it today, then you're grandfathered in to that rate for the loan that you make today. And tomorrow it'll be 2%. So that's hugely different. And I thought I wanted to take advantage of it, and I did. So if you think it's a good idea, please feel free. I have the link in my description. Actually, I also put it. I'll put it as the pinned comment. So the first comment will be mine, and it'll have my referral link. I certainly appreciate you spending the time to watch this video and hang out with me for a minute. If you will like, subscribe, and comment, I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notifications as well so you get my next video. I appreciate your time again. You have a great night. Bye-bye.